questions.
Yeah.
Don't hold Chris to limit a question and hold you to limit.
But maybe I'll get to ask a little bit of one question each time and get to understand a little bit. It's good.
Yeah, no, they were good questions. Brianna, it's a good matchup.
As we said, obviously you guys are facing Miami, two undefeated teams. Just what are the expectations going into this matchup?
Hopefully it's going to be a good game and a lot of fun.
What have you kind of learned from Miami, facing them last season? You faced them three times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you learn from those matchups?
They're a super direct team in some ways that they tend to play open games, I would say, and obviously we want to play the game in our way and hopefully not get an as open game as what they sometimes play.
You kind of mentioned it's good a game. You're hoping for a good game. How does kind of just I don't want to say hype, but like just Miami's being such a young team with the players that they have. How does it does it raise the stakes at all for the game for you guys?
I mean, it's always fun to play against great players, and Miami have great players too. So yeah, I'm super excited for the game, of course.
Malte, on Sunday, I couldn't help but notice that goal by St. Louis kind of put Columbus in this swell of emotional away energy that you guys had to manage. I felt like it was like the most emotional moment for a host team, other than Columbus, that I can remember even into last year. Did you feel that emotional energy, and how did you guys ground yourselves and just return to the mission that you were assigned to?
Like that they were emotional or we were emotional?
No, St. Louis was emotional. I mean, they scored that goal in the 6th minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it, but you can't beat Columbus on emotion. You have to beat Columbus with tactics. You have to beat them with strategy, right?
Yes, hopefully. I think we managed that very well. As you said, there was some crowd emotions for them, but we managed to stay in our lane and focus on what we have to do and not get stressed about it or like get too emotionally like get thrown off by the game. We managed to stay focused on what we have to do, and we managed to get back in the game, and which is great.
Malte, you guys have conceded the first goal a couple times this year, but the end result was the win. Can you just talk about not conceding a goal against, Inter Miami with all their stars? How hard it is to not concede that first goal against them in the first 15 minutes?
I mean, I don't think it's harder in the 15 first minutes, but I think and I don't know what's going to happen. I think we've shown that if worst case scenario happens, that we start the game by going down, or somehow we go down in the game, that we're able to come back, which is the main thing. Now, do we get a better start and we get up first, then it's even better. But we're able to handle both scenarios.
And you guys sort of see it like a chip on the shoulder after losing the last year in October when you guys still had a chance for the Supporter Shield, using that as like a sort of a chip, like, now it's 2 unbeatens going into a big matchup?
Last year is last year. Obviously, when you lose games to specific teams, you want to beat them next time. You want revenge. That goes for Miami. That goes for all other teams. So last year, put aside, we want to win this game no matter what. But knowing that we lost other games to them, doesn't matter if it's Miami or someone else, we want to win next game, of course.
And it's been a lot of analysts around the league have said that, Columbus is the most entertaining and the most consistent team right now. Can you just talk about the standard that coach has instilled in the team?
Yes, we want to improve every day. It's very simple, and that goes for us being on the training field, on the stadiums playing games, us being in the gym working out, and that is the standard that we have, and all of us wants to help improve that environment.
You guys going up playing in the home of the Cleveland Browns on Saturday. big stage. What's your take on it?
It's going to be interesting. I hope that there's going to be a lot of fans to create a great environment. We'll do everything we can to create a good game, and then we see what happens. I'm super excited.
Is it difficult to play on a field that you guys have never played on, especially when it's a different sports field? It's a football field, not your soccer field.
I don't know, actually. I haven't played there before, so I don't know if it's difficult. But it's going to be different than playing here or knowing what to expect, but that can also be a good thing, that we don't know what to expect. We're going to be there the day before. I'm sure we'll see the field and feel how it is. So it's going to be interesting. Playing on different sports stadiums is not something that's new to us. We've done that in other clubs or other cities. So, yeah, let's see. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to be difficult because I don't know, but maybe it can be very good for us too.
Anybody else?
As a defensive unit, seeing Steven get that goal going into halftime, how big was that as a defensive unit?
Oh, you love to see it, and you love to see defenders able to help the team in attacking ways too. That's how we go about things. Attackers help us defend. We try to help them attack. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Malte.
Thank you.
Everybody, let's open up for questions for Sean.
I can get started. You guys are obviously going in as a only undefeated team in MLS. Can you just talk about what you're expecting from Miami?
Obviously, we've kind of seen how they've done in the league and in CONCACAF. It's a team that's really good. They find a way to get results, and they have special players. So it's a game we're really looking forward to. And obviously, it's two teams that the last couple of years have kind of been at the top of the league, and so it should be a good game. And obviously, we want to keep cementing ourselves as the top team in the league.
What have you kind of learned from your past matchups with Miami?
They're entertaining, and things happen. It's kind of a tactical battle. Obviously, our staff wants to play a certain way, and we want to have some nuances in the game to kind of allow us to do certain things. And now with Miami, it's a new staff too, so we kind of have to reintroduce ourselves a little bit to what we might expect from them.
You've been in this position before, playing big matchups while you're in CONCACAF. Now it's kind of like reverse. Is there any kind of advantage that you can take from that with Miami having to adjust the schedule right now?
I mean, obviously, we get a little bit more rest than them. I think that's a big thing, and allows us to maybe look into the game more, see what they're capable of, and their tendencies, things of that nature. But other than that, obviously, it's a big game, like you said. So both of us are really looking forward to it, and it's an early opportunity to continue to stake ourselves in the league.
Last thing, what's kind of been working defensively for you guys that kind of kept you guys undefeated?
It's a little bit of a bend but not break. You obviously seen the last couple games we've conceded goals, but they've been called back for offsides. So it's continuing to push ourselves and to keep a high line and to defend in good spots and rely on each other to make up for it if something does go wrong.
Along those same lines, I couldn't help but notice, and correct me if I'm wrong, I felt like when that St. Louis goal came on Sunday, that may have been the most emotional moment on the road that you guys have ever had to manage. I actually can't think of one similar last year either. Did you feel that way, and did you have to ground yourself in what the mission was?
100%. You know, obviously, I feel like we started the game really well. Some bright spots, some good chances in the first couple minutes, and then them to score against the run of play a little bit. It was time for us to kind of calm down and to kind of still believe in ourselves. Because like we saw, we did in the first couple minutes, what we've done up to this point in the season. We've had good moments. So it was kind of to ground ourselves again and to kind of stick to what we were capable of and stick to the task.
And you've got a significant amount of trust in knowing the way the team wants to play. How do you lean into that in a moment like what you found on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, we're very used to each other, and we have that connection. So we know what everyone's capable of, and there's guys who, show up in big moments, and we have players like that. And so you kind of might lean on those guys a little bit more to create opportunities and things like that. But we also have others who are willing to do whatever it takes to lock things down in the back and to create those chances as well.
Thank you.
Sean, Coach talks about the collective. When you saw Steven score, how much, joy did that, show you, coming from the defense?
Oh, it's great. Of all people, Steven, it's great. Obviously, the coaches stress getting numbers into the box, and whether that's wing back to wing back across, or it's wing back to, like you saw in the game, right center back. So it's just getting numbers in the box, but also doing that, it's organizing the rest of the defense to prepare ourselves for if they do counter. So to see Steven score in that moment, especially a big one before half, to kind of give us some good momentum going into the second half was great to see.
And you've had some of those goals right before half. Just what does that do, setting the tone going into the locker room and then coming out?
Yeah, obviously, if like in this past game, conceding early in the first half is obviously not a great way to go, but ending the half on a good note, scoring going into half, and the talk at halftime might be a little different in the way you've kind of managed the first half, and then you kind of look to other things that might show that they're vulnerable in different moments, and so then we're able to use that in the second half and come out on the front foot forward.
And just over the last 3 years, the club has been recognized by a lot of analysts of being entertaining and most consistent. Can you just talk about the system and what makes it so unique that it sticks out?
Yeah, I think a lot of it stems from training every day. What we do and the way that the coaches want us to train and play, it's very flexible. We have players who are a lot of rotation within their positioning. So you might start a right center back, you might, with the ball, move into as a midfielder. So it's just kind of fluidity of the game that we have, and allows some freedom amongst everyone on the team. Whether starting, coming off the bench, everyone's capable of playing these various different roles that the staff wants us to, and it allows us to play the way we want to play. And like you said, the entertaining and the enjoyable game.
And just a kid from Northeastern Ohio, what's it mean playing this game up there in Cleveland this weekend?
To me, it means a lot. It's a place that I've grown up going to, supporting the Browns and other teams in Cleveland. So to be there, close to the family and friends, obviously is a big part for me. So I'm just really looking forward to the game.
Thanks, Sean.
Shift to one question on a hard gear shift, but your thoughts on not being in the Club World Cup?
Obviously, it's you want to be in every competition you can be. At the end of the day, it's kind of how it is, and we're just going to keep playing the games that we can in front of us and do the best we can with those.
Anybody else? Sean, appreciate the time.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
So you had a starting